Fast forward, the moment I was saying, "Wajimbre, Ewa Haxi," so I'm saying Haxi, a pop creation television. Political stories are training me quiz making headlines. Na Jimbre, na yidi exum Ewa ha. The need you who brush him say, "Ene, yidi kanya measure so with you subscribe to the channel. Hit your notification bell. Send a beya yidi update be a tuma or and I'll be the first person who say between me I can share. Na afu front so answer into me kabi. The need you want to watch your comment under the comment section. Ya mishra wanyo Kesi say oya ni sa eri amami. At this point in time, yes emre yemu rain simu.
Coming to us from the office of the president indicate that President John Dramani Mahama has appointed COP Christian Tete Yohonu as the new Inspector General of Police. He takes over from Dr. George Dampare, who has been the IGP. And a few minutes ago, you heard us interview a group of people who had gone to court to ask the court to hold the hand of the president from making this particular decision of sacking the IGP and or other heads of security institutions. Well, a few minutes ago, a communication from the office of the president signed by Felix Kwachio-Fosu, spokesperson to the president, says that President John Mahama has, in accordance with Article 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution and in consultation with the Council of State, appointed the Commissioner of Police, COP Christian Tete Yohonu, as the Inspector General of Police. He replaces COP Dr. George Dampare. Now, COP Yohonu brings 40 years of experience to the position of IGP and is expected to oversee the modernization and transformation of the Ghana Police Service. So that's the breaking news coming in, which is that COP Christian Tete Yohonu is Ghana's new IGP, effective immediately, and the President of the Republic took that decision in consultation with the Council of State, and he is going to be replacing Dr. George Dampare, who has served as IGP under the previous administration and the first few months of this current administration. If you go to our website, 3news.com, you'll get a profile of the new IGP who has 40 years of experience as a serving police officer.
And our government is set to allocate 2% of the GET fund to complement the implementation of free senior high school as well as technical and vocational education. Vice President Professor Jinana Opoku-Agyeman, speaking at the closing ceremony of the National Education Forum, is confident that this will help transform education in the country.
After a 3-week engagement with key stakeholders and experts, the Education Forum recommended that the government increase investment in basic schools to better equip students. The committee also recommended that significant investment be directed towards improving education in both rural and urban areas. On free SHS, the National Education Committee underscored the relevance of the program, but called for more investment into it. Chairman of the Education Committee, Professor George Odro, underscored the relevance of teachers in achieving positive learning outcomes.
There is low participation of secondary school students in TVET. The government must work closely with industry to improve the image of TVET, while integrating innovative training models, including digital learning systems, to make TVET attractive to the youth.
The Minister for Education, Harun Edrisu, commended the work done by the Education Committee. He stated that the government will allocate 2% of the budget to support TVET.
This year, of our GET Fund formula, will be the first ever allocation of at least some amount, 1-2% of GET Fund, to support technical and vocational education as a start. And we also intend to roll out what President Mahama will describe as the local scholarship initiative. Every public university will be given a certain support to train 5 PhD students beginning this year locally.
The Minister of Education also spoke about the implementation of the National Research Fund this year.
That Excellency John Dramani Mahama will this year effectively operationalize the National Research Fund. It would be functional and it will work. I've requested the Ghana Education Trust Fund to make seed money available in the formula of the fund for the 2025 year.
Vice President Professor Jane Nano Pokwajimai emphasized the substantial funding that has been made available in the budget to support education.
We talked about making TVET attractive. I want to throw in this, that is all of us. Let us look at our language again. People don't do TVET because they are not able to do other things. They go to the exciting areas of TVET because that's where their interest is. That's where their strength is, and that's what the country also needs.
And now the Ghana Journalists Association has served notice to petition the Chief Justice over an interim injunction that forced a shutdown of a radio station in the Eastern region. The plaintiffs in the affidavit claimed that the operations of the radio station and two others caused excessive noise, but the GJA has expressed reservations. Meanwhile, the association is calling for the arrest of illegal miners who attacked 3 journalists in the Western region.
Earlier in March, a district court in Kede Eastern region granted an ex-parte injunction temporarily shutting down a radio station and 2 information centers in Esium. The directive mandated that their operations remain suspended until the Environmental Protection Agency evaluates their noise levels and grants approval for them to resume broadcasting. But the GJA is not happy.
The Ghana Journalists Association, representing the Inky fraternity in Ghana, respect the decision of the district court, but we strongly disagree with the court in granting such a gagging order. It is our contention that the Cadet District Court erred in law in granting the order for interim injunction ex parte. Indeed, we believe the court did not carefully consider the grounds for the interim injunction before granting same. We respectfully call on the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana to take particular interest in this case. We intend to petition the Chief Justice accordingly, and we believe that our Mother Chief Justice will take keen interest in this matter.
The association also called on the police command in Asankregwa in the Western region to immediately arrest some illegal miners who assaulted 3 journalists and vandalized their equipment.
The police and the court must ensure that the suspect in this disturbing act face the full force of the law and that the victims are adequately compensated. The case must be transferred from Asankregwa to Second D, the regional capital, in order to enable the victims to participate in the court proceedings. The GJA has observed that the posture of the police in handling attacks on our members, and here we are referring to the media, is not encouraging and does not give hope.
The absence of street light on principal highways in the capital and elsewhere in the country is also a major worry for the Ghana Journalists Association.
Movement on our roads at night has become a threat to life. Apart from leading to accidents on our roads, including knockdown of pedestrians, the absence of street light also fuels criminal activities, especially in quiet areas. We respectfully call on the Department of Urban Roads and Ghana Highway Authority, as well as other relevant authorities, to fix the street light in order to save lives and bring back night life in our major cities.
In a rather new twist, the Ghana Journalists Association has decided to host an evening program to honor distinguished personalities and institutions to mark this year's Press Freedom Day. Christian Yale, TV3 News, Accra.
You're still watching News 360 on TV3, and a few seconds ago we had some breaking news coming in, and the breaking news is that President of the Republic and the Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces, President John Dramani Mahama, has appointed COP Christian Tete Yohonu as Ghana's new IGP, Ghana's new Inspector General of Police. He takes over from Dr. George Ekufu Dampare. Now, COP Christian Tete Yohonu brings to the service over 40 years of experience, having served as a police officer, and tomorrow our sources tell us that he will be formally sworn in by the president. So it was on the back of consultation with the Council of State that the president arrived at this decision to name COP Christian Tete Yohonu as Ghana's latest IGP.
Stay with us here on News 360. We have some business news coming up next.
So we are some horo to because watching on also. Mamma was so jembe or see the sunny so bad in the Adomia. Essential now in some or question kusukra. Aha, I have pop creation television. Subscribe. And I'll see. So I answer.